Get me top farmers, them ready for the new year.
Man born to win, champion never lost.
Raining.
Umbrellas out, man medal up. Some a fly every doing.
Not one them a shot. When me do me charge, him a tip me now.
The traffic my power, plus my charge, it got it, my bind it, rocket, no borrow any charge, me tap it the boss, and nothing to follow, man a flash, no panic, my toe, pocket, never shallow, girl a swallow. Can you lift up the berry, that's smash a marrow?
I straight to the
Blood clot, money, what a arrow, got a lot of ammo, devil real, and them not understand you, also big like it's a Malay, private jet to sparkle, and you turn it on you, till your shirt, I want no people, I feel
funny.
I don't want to never know, man, a soldier without the camera. Cement up on the top, I'm a good in the fucking farm, fingers straight up on the trigger, I'm a press it to them for an
Daniel, take it to the top and never make it far.
I'ma do my best, but I forget it all. But no money enough, not stepping smart, like pull up a wrecking bar. Umbrellas up, man medal up, Dan shell out, we see the plan never up. Straight to the top, my foot the gas pedal up.
Rain it. Top farmers. What we got some? Nobody care on the journey when it stops. Top farmers. Showers are joy, showers are blessing. Done man from a boy, we learn a lesson.
Watch it blood boss. Showers are joy, showers are blessing.
Done man from a boy, we learn a lesson.
What that time of belly, Smith and Morrison. From a murder man ready, they know my stepping. Devil laugh for my soul, could let him do my
gun setting. Gun setting. From me got up setting.
Real blood run.
No sweating. To go it up setting, put a lip on a cylinder, make a crock wet him. Good. I don't rush my life with nobody, you know. I'm telling all the while, so I don't rush my life. Left me out here. Watch it. Umbrellas up. And I rush my life. Come for do a New Year's live, you know. Cause you know what I notice on a platform, yeah? Some people now do no work. Them not rush them life. I not rush my life. Please nobody. Get a seat and get comfortable. Cause we come for do a life transformation live we are going to do this morning. We tell you we are going to get you set up for the new year. We are going to transform your life for the new year. And that we come for do. We not rush your life. So me come with Nick, so me come with Cat. Me not rush my life. Yeah, me not rush my life. Because I know it's enough how I get comfortable in a room and nothing a substance not talk. I come with some serious reasoning this morning. We are going to transform your life for the New Year's. Get your notepad, get your pen, get your paper, get one drinks. I could have me and want somebody. But not rushing my life. Me I go on vibe. And when you're ready, just say top form boss when you're ready. Because, you know, I notice that platform here. I see some people, I tell them up on the platform, I see one girl I doing makeup, I do her makeup, I do her eyeshadow. And I see about hundreds of people I watch her, and she not. I come to set it up for the new year, I swear to God. From morning, I sit down and God I say, nah, go do your live. I say, God, you know, so I not doing a live this morning. Because you are going, the truth is, from here start, me do whole heap of life, me do whole heap of good life. And if you never see me before, you see me for the first time, our platform, our life, our life transformation. We transform people life with our life. Because I know we are said, we have people that message me, give thanks. We have people that message me and say, give thanks, me come across your life. Give thanks that you point me in the direction of this book. Me have somebody who message me about a couple last week. Say, thanks because you mentioned a book to me. Happy New Year. You mentioned a book to me and my son did that. And me buy one copy for myself and one copy for my son. At that live video, because what I notice is some people over here, so we get the audience, tell me see one girl. Alright, and everybody, the platform there for everybody to use it or they see fit. And the girl just sit down and do her makeup. And does look pretty. Yeah, she does look pretty. And it look like she not rush and she have her people. Me come with some notes this morning to tell you some serious things because if you look on a card there, see them card there? One of the things we come to tell you about. Doesn't matter how some things advance sometimes, some things will always stay the same because I watch a thing about one of the biggest aircraft for them ever created. But doesn't matter how big the aircraft is, it need to create thrust in order to lift off of the ground. So we have to come and tell us, say, no matter where you go through in a life, no matter how you look on somebody, and you see how you feel like them successful, and you feel like you want envious of them life, them have to have the determination, them have to have the ambition, them have to have the faith, them have to have the courage. So what that tell me, say no, nothing where somebody achieve in a life, you cannot achieve it. Because some things stay the same. Me nah rush my life this morning. Me nah rush my life, I swear to God. Because me have name card, because me get this to Christmas. Me nah rush my life this morning. Because as me come for tell you this morning, if you ask me for the first time, we transform life with our life. See how much name card, because at the last one this to the year, I may probably take a break for January. But if you ask me for the first time, we say educational speaker, not motivation, because we don't like motivated people, right? Live life with unconditional love, terrible, blessed love, right? Because you see people are motivated, them trivialize hard work. We live in a generation now where everybody motivated, but them now have the discipline. So if you look on my profile, it does not say motivational speaker, it said education, because for the past 4 years, I educate yourself. Good morning, how are you doing this morning? How are you doing? Me have some serious thing, because, see, I want my notepad, me never get in my live yet. At one point, can you imagine this? Aeroplane now, see, Vibes Cartel, big up Vibes Cartel, I do him show at Jamaica, and him a cause traffic jam in the sky. And at one point in a time, people used to use silk sheet make aeroplane, them used to use wood make aeroplane, them used to try to control aeroplane with paddles, and now what, so this is what I tell you, so now we can't upgrade your life. You have to start. Because the whole idea of linking this and say, look, you see where aeroplane is now? It did not start there. It's an elevator. I come for elevator this morning, you know. An elevator. I come for elevator, you know. Because me, I'm going to use the story of an aeroplane that the Wright brothers, at one point, the Wright brothers did an experiment with using them hip to control the aeroplane. At one point during World War I, them I use paddle for control aeroplane. One and a control the aeroplane along with your foot, and one and to take pictures behind enemy lines. So what me I come to tell you say nowadays, when you are experimenting your life, when you are trying to find yourself, because throughout all of them times, the people that look upon the inventors and the creators and say them crazy. It's just like Graham Bell, you know, the guy who invent telephone. They will lock him up in an insane, and they will lock him up in an asylum saying crazy, you know. So, when you are trying to find things in a life, when you are trying, you see, as an entrepreneur, take it from me. When you wake up and say, I want to try a business, people are going to look for your ideas. Because this is why a lot of us never try. So, for 2025, you have to go free yourself from the construction or the construct of people and stop wanting people to believe in you. Because you see, when you are trying things in a life, when you believe in yourself, and you have some, that's why a lot of us not try nothing in a life. Because as soon as we get an idea to try something, we start to think and say, how much people are going to think me crazy. Can you imagine it? You know the amount of books will never been written, the amount of ideas, the amount of invention. And what we need to know, some of the things that we take for granted, because when the Wright brothers did come up and say, you know, so we feel so we can fly, we can come up with an idea where man can fly. We are going to come up with a new mean of transportation where can connect you from one part of the earth to the next part. People will say them crazy. When Graham Bell come up with the idea of somebody talking to you from one end and you receiving it to the other, them lock him up in a mental asylum saying crazy, you know. Right now, if nobody now look at you, see 2024, you see if everybody say you're alright, if nobody now look at you and say you're mad, I will give me... And the person will give me the light, because me say it all the while. If you're not serious about your life, the life you're not fear. If you look for jam up on TikTok, the life you're not fear. If you look for your black man who come over here and behave like him crazy and I dance with 2 roses unapologetically, my life I no fear. You understand me? Yes, man. Me will tell you, yes, to be telling you all the while. So give up, big up the one person who like my video and I give me the likes. Because I know some of you digitally bad mind. Some of you watch me. And as I say what me I say, I make sense. But some of you know say you can't do what me I do. You don't want to give me the little likes, you don't want to give me the shares. But me understand that. Because some morning me sit down here and God I said to me, say, go and go work. You don't make sense, you don't grudge me, because God give me a gift. God give me a talent. Right? And everybody can do what me do. It's incumbent, blessed my family, it's incumbent, no matter come on social media and see somebody, right? Because enough of uno come on a platform here, and if I know slackness, uno no get excited. If I know foolishness, uno no get excited. 2025 will come. Uno are going to end up in the same God Almighty place. So uno can grab the fancy background them and say, you are going to slay for 2025. Because a lot of uno definition of insanity, a lot of uno are mad people in a clean clothes. Because the definition of insanity, if you do the same God Almighty thing over and over and want a different result. So uno now feel like my video. And if you're not serious about your life, and if you know look mix up, and if you know look for one black man I go behave subhuman for get 2 roses, let me pause here a second and tell you say, I know you say you go find it. I know you say you go find it. Check out my page for the past 3 years. For the past 3 years, coming up for 4 years, where they are uplift people, where they are motivate people. When somebody give me some roses on TikTok, me have this girl from Africa where she called something like that keys. Me normally just go over for your room and dump them over there because me not there for the roses because enough of uno look black people picking for freak out. We see it at Jamaica with chopped in black man reduce themselves to the laughing stock of the world. Fi go viral. Forget 2 roses. Me no want 2 roses. Me no want people because a wise man say you'll be a reflection of the books you read and the people you hang out with. Enough of uno now go want hang out with me because I'm positive we talk about upliftment, we talk about education for the past 4 years. Way after we brand this. Anything we accomplish in our life. And me bear for the black man them and the black woman them. We want to empower themselves. We don't want to become a victim. We want to free themselves from the societal norms, conformity. A lot of us don't realize that the system have us trapped. So let me pause here a second. Because enough of us only live for the trivial stuff of life. A lot of us only live for the trivial stuff. Me no want to be a TikTok preacher. Me not so presumptuous and feel to say. Because a lot of us say, you don't know me. And me no Elon Musk nor me no Jeff Bezos. But I'm come to tell you this morning to tell you say, some things stay the same. No matter how much technological advance is out there. So you can sit down. And that's why a lot of us look at Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and feel say we can accomplish what them accomplish. Not knowing that we have it within us. We have the determination, we have the motivation, we have the capacity and the ability to learn. If you not look entertainment my life and of you know, I got Almighty truth. I the truth. I mean not there for entertain you know. Because we not there for dance with 2 roses. We don't want it. We don't need it. We are right. You understand me? We don't need to go viral. We just go, yes man, blessed love. I'm one person who interact with me. I'm one person who interact. I know for you. Me tell you no all the while, enough for you in the dead room. Enough for you over there with the people that me claim say them live, but them dead. Go on and go find them. Go on and go find them. But if you want to hear somebody I tell you say, you can get more than you got because you can become more than you are. I'm the person for you. And you go say, and how did you get that? I mean, I go say, if you're about a man called Jim Rohn, a man who I go tell you say seasons of life and business is like the season. I'm the person for you. If you never hear about a writer like a James Allen, we tell you say, listen to me no man, don't play with me man, don't play with me. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You think in secret but it comes to pass. Your environment is nothing but a looking glass. I'm the man for you. If you ever hear about Les Brown, a black man, when no we only know 50 Cent and Tupac and Biggie Smalls, a lot of us don't know so there is a black man out there that we don't know about him, but him a poor life in a white people for generations. How much black man know about Les Brown? We are going to tell us you have to be hungry. Once man, a man opinion of you not have to become your reality. How much of us as black man are live people opinion of us? Who is confused more than a black man? A black man out there, if a black man want to live up full and rightful, him feel like there's no space in society for him. Blessed, my friend, are you there for work for? So yes, not for only want to be entertained. I'm not an entertainer. I'm an educational speaker. Not here to entertain you. We see it all the while. How much of them there in Jamaica, they chill on the ice for 2 roses. Because not for uno. Because foreign boring, you know. Foreign boring. I mean, I make nobody sit down on this and put me on display. Me no make nobody. So true that me only come reluctantly sometimes because right now me not even warm up yet. Me not even warm up yet because sometimes me so reluctant because me sit down this morning. Me sit down this morning reluctant. I think this morning me was inspired to write. I true me can't find the right people to work with because me have a little empress. Me give her a book for write and she not move to it. And this morning me sit down in my book in my bed and the Bible say somebody write a book called the 48 Laws of Power. But me want to give you half of 48 or 24. And the Bible, me gone 10 laws out of the Bible already. Me a powerful youth, me gone 10 laws. Before me get up out of my bed this morning, the Bible revealed 10 laws. So stick with me. If you don't want, as a wise man say, you either on the menu or you have a seat at the table. If you want to come off of the menu, you better follow my page because me wake up this morning with a voice telling me clear. Me I go give you 24 laws and you go find a writer and you go and write, you go and tell them the laws and you go and have an interpretation of the laws. The first law the first law me get was from Genesis when Jesus instruct Adam and Eve not to eat from the tree because from the day them eat from the tree they shall surely die. Him tell me say, because in the 48 laws of power, them give the law and them give the transgression of the law. Him say, you see when Adam and Eve eat from the fruit, the first thing me do is drive them out of my present, run them out of my business. So him tell me, say, when you create a life, when you create a business, you have to protect it. When people are go against your rules, when people are go against what you stand for, you have to drive them out. Because him tell me, say, rule number 2, if me no want to work, and give me a 10 law me wake up with this morning. And true we reluctant sometimes. We kind of see ourselves more like Jonah. And it's about understanding the biblical. Some of us is being here for do our work, but true we been living life a certain way we now go say, because we are on a spiritual journey. And everybody can wake up in the morning with a meditation there. At 10 laws me gone this morning, and me no done get the rest of them yet. At 10 laws. So, me go look for a writer. Me if I come, I have one friend, she a writer, but some people, she's at a space in life where I'm at in life, you know. She got too much things that go on. And I understand, say, the key to success is not how much things you start, but it's how much things you are able to complete. So we realize that we probably need to find a different ghostwriter. We said, all right, make her write the book. Can I give her a book already for write? And she not really forward it because the book we write, when we give her for write was about protecting the seeds where you plant in a life. Because too much of us allow people to step on our hope and our dreams, right? And it's taken from a story when I was growing up and I used to go to this farm and I used to be like, watch where you stand, watch where you walk. And the moment I did not do that, then I could not go back to the farm. And now I understand why he was so adamant that I need to watch where you walk. You got to have people in your life who watch what they say around you. Too much of us is telling people, you know what, I feel like I can write a book, or I feel like I'm good at this, or I feel like I want to open a business. Even me sometimes, but because I understand the importance of standing guard at my mind. I was telling somebody the other day that for me this year coming, I want to open a shop for my brand, right? And the guy was just, because sometimes this is why I don't have a lot of conversation with people, because some people, but it's also important that you seek counsel, not opinion, because a lot of us are taking opinion rather than counsel. And he's telling me everything or every reason why if I open a shop, it would not work. How much of us have people in our life that's going against God because God say you have to trust him. So if God invest the power in me, if you say your next move is to open a shop, this is why when you see me, I have to come here. Because my life is a testimony. As Bob Marley said, if my life is to me alone, me no want it. I'm at that stage in life now where if my life is to me alone, me no want it. So when me I come over here, me I tell somebody, say, yo, be careful who you make influence you. Be careful who you listen to. Because we live in a day and age of just projection. And nowadays the world is so connected. So if it's not even, because a lot of us are take advice from rather than take advice from relevancy, we are taking from proximity. So we now get blessed true team player. Check out my peeps, all right. Check out a clothing brand like myself. Good people them. For 2025, forget proximity. Take advice from relevancy. Because how can you want to be successful? As one of my notepad said, but I can't really work with notepad. If you want to be successful, you study success. We can't want to be successful and I listen to people who are not successful. So in a 2025, it's incumbent on you to make sure you are seeking advice from relevancy, not proximity. Because you see, the people are the person that's closest to us. They are in the same situation as us. Blessed True Team player, I build a clothing brand. Unless them have a family member, a Prada or Gucci, there's are somebody. I'm just throwing some name. And anybody else out there anybody in their immediate circle can barely advise them. They have never done it. I'm facing the same struggles. That's why, pulling yourself up from the shoes laces, it is difficult. Because a lot of us are trying to start a business. Blessed man, when we are trying to start a business or trying to build a business, there is nobody in our phone. This is why you have to get comfortable nowadays by going out into the world. The beauty that technology has afforded us as people or persons who want to change their bank balance, want to change their family fortune, want to change. The world is more connected, but equally as confusing because everybody nowadays feel like they are just out for themselves. You don't know who to trust equally. Like, I get a lot of people want to work with me. I get a lot of people just and it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. But the truth of the matter is we have to make sure we're getting advice for our life from a relevant standpoint. I want to build a business. Have you built a business? If you have never built a business, it is okay, right? I don't expect you to understand what I'm going through. I don't expect you to be giving me the relevant advice because you have never. Blessed True Team Player, and check out them page. This is why we do what we do. We come with notes. But we still can't stick with the notes. I don't know. Because I was sitting down this morning and I'm like, all right, it is coming up to, and I don't want to be on this platform midnight. I don't really want to be here, right? I just want to make sure if you're rocking with me for the past however long, I want to say it's coming up to a new year, all right? Some things will never change. It will never, ever, ever change. Not because you're going into 2025. The fundamentals of life, right? The fundamentals of life isn't going to change. Just like how it doesn't matter how much time or how advanced technology get in terms of inventing an aeroplane, they still need to have the thrust and the throttle to get up off the ground, all right? If you're going to change your life, you're going to have determination. You're going to have to be able to persist and persevere. You're going to have developed the thing we call stickability, right? Because a lot of us miss that key ingredient. So if we start a business, we might get support for the first 2 or 3 weeks, and after that, like my friend over here, True Team Player, stickability. And I recommend this book for every entrepreneur. And I don't know if you ever listen to it, but check out this book as an entrepreneur, 3 feet from goal. First come the dream, then come the struggles. And it's at the struggles where a lot of people give up, right? We have to have stickability in life because stickability is the patient part. It is the patient. And as a wise man said, you can have anything you want in life, but you have to have patience. Patience is a bitter tree, but the fruit is sweet. Remember that. So, how are we doing out there? How are we doing out there? How are we doing? How are we actually? So it's been a minute. I've never really stopped and checking with everybody. You know what I mean? I hope if you're rocking with me for a while, right? I hope if you're rocking with me for a while, you are seeing the benefits, right? You are seeing the benefits of being a part of my page. Because I know it's difficult to get an audience on this platform. So as much as I might come over here, don't take it for granted. Like every time before I turn on my camera, I actually wonder, is anybody going to be joining me, right? But it just goes to show that I care about what I do. I don't really take it for granted, right? I really don't take it. And I hope you're going to have a good new year and a productive new year, right? But there's also an element that you got to be deliberate in what you do. You know, you really have to be deliberate, right? I know it's a good time to stop and take stock, right? We don't want to be living the life where our life is like the lottery. We are just hoping to win. And if you understand, the Bible speak about sowing and reaping, right? The wise man said one of two ways to face the future: anticipation or apprehension. I'm anticipating my future, right? And that's because for the past 3 years, I've been deliberately in what I'm doing, right? I'm being very, very deliberate. So I don't just wake up and hope that 2025, because I know that there's one thing about this universe: it keeps its end of the bargain. He said, if you sow, you shall reap, right? If you sow, you shall reap. Did not say how much, but you just have to hope that you sow enough that when it comes harvest time, you will be reaping enough. And that's just how it works on this blue spinning planet, right? Apart from that, I hope you're having a good new year. Hope you're looking. Is anybody out there anticipating the new year? Is anybody out there anticipating the new year? How we feeling, true team player? How is everything? Are you still there? Take a pause. Cut me hot, some man. Oh, me hot, so. How is anybody on the live just seeing me for the first time? Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Are you just seeing me for the first time? If you just see me for the first time, let me know where you're watching me from. Right? That's what we do on this platform, because we just literally come over here just to uplift some energy and make you know. Make you know that it's going to be all right. It is truly going to be all right, you know. Once you are doing the right thing, you can't get the wrong result, right? So as long as you're learning the setup, as they call, learn the setup of this blue spinning planet, right? You don't have to like it, but you can learn it, right? And that's the truth. Gone are the days when we used to say, first time in the UK, yeah? Give thanks, you know what I mean? Give thanks to the audience. You know, we are literally just winding down for like I said, for the past 3 years. It was actually a poster video from I call it from a vault, you know, and I was actually surprised. We have not changed what we've been saying, because we want to come over here and just making sure that, especially if you look like me look for your picture, you know what I mean? Click and look for your picture. Yeah, especially if you look like me as a black man or a black woman, you know, we just want to turn you on to this term that we call personal development, right? Take the time out to add value to yourself. Take the time out to start read the books, like seriously, like fall in love with learning, my friend, right? Zen, fall in love with that, fall in love with learning. If there's one person that can uplift this morning, right? We have to get to that point. We have to fall in love with learning, because that's the bridge from where you are to where you want to get to, right? We have to learn, as I said, learn the setup of this blue spinning planet. Learn the do's, learn the don'ts, learn the importance of financial education, and learn the importance of health and well-being. Learn the importance of spiritual health and well-being. Learn the importance of emotional health and well-being, because it's only a certain income bracket live ignorance to the fundamentals of these things, because we can't just get up and just literally hope for the best, right? Because once we start ignoring these things, because every discipline affects each other. If you are emotionally weak, then chances are you are physical. Okay, some people, they might go to the gym and they think that they are physically weak, they are physically strong. That means they are mentally, and no, you're not. Like, a chain is as strong as its weakest link. So this is why we have really wake up to this idea and said, look, if you are really going to wake up and conquer life and really not being tossed around in the ocean of life and feel like this blue spinning planet is holding you hostage, then you're going to have to know that, all right, my physical health is non-negotiable. I'm going to look after myself, because your health is your greatest asset. You are as rich, because there's no point you have billions in the bank but you don't have the health to enjoy the money. You have some rich people out there, they would give up the riches to get the health back. You have some rich people out there, they neglect family and friends, and when they make it to the top, they are realizing like, okay, then I'm lonely. It wasn't worth it. But when you understand the life, where you start fit the pieces like a big jigsaw puzzle and it start come together. And that's how you get on top form. That's how you really enjoy life, right? And that's how that was the reason why we said we are come over here this morning, find that one person who is knowing that it's literally going into a fresh start, right? And we can't change our destination overnight, but we can change our direction. So if you have not read a book for the past 5 years or the past 6 years, you have not read a book the entire time last year, you have not learned anything, you have spent a lot of time on this platform, but you have spent it in the groups where the mix-up has been nothing of substance, nothing of value. It is okay, but we have to get to a point in time that, you know what, I'm here. I'm here. Do I want to be here forever? That's a question we have to ask ourselves, you know. This is where I'm at in life, because a lot of us don't want to, as a wise man said, that the day you grow from an adult to a child, the moment you wake up and say, you know what, it's time to take responsibility, right? I'm a father of 4, right? And I can tell you, even now, my daughters are big young women, right? But sometimes some things go wrong in the house. Still no one wants to take blame. That tells me they are still a child. You know, so we have to get to the point in life where we know that I'm an adult, and that's part of taking responsibility. It is not the politicians, it's not that you weren't born in riches, it's not that your dad wasn't there. These are contributing factors, right? And they can and they will sometimes. But ultimately, we are going to take responsibility now and say, all right, I'm in charge of my life from this moment forward. And as I normally like to recommend this book by James Allen, As a Man Thinketh, right? I say, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You think in secret, but it comes to pass. Not your environment is nothing but a looking glass, right? So you have to go start see yourself and say, how do I see myself? And asking the right questions. Like, it's like you would not ask a woman to marry you if you're going to ask her, are you going to leave me? Like, it doesn't work like that. Will you marry me? It's a clear. How do I see myself? What do I want from my life? Am I living the life that I want to live? Am I living the life to my full capacity? Right? Those are some of the questions, and set them out at the beginning of the year. Set them out at the beginning of the year. Hold yourself accountable. It is important you hold yourself accountable for the small disciplines up until the big discipline. But learn to hold yourself. Make every day a day that you try to learn something. Yeah? And once you fall into that mindset, like for me, I do a lot of reading. Like this morning, I truly don't make, because a wise man said you're either growing or you're dying. So I don't make a day pass where I don't really learn something. I don't want a day to come where I'm like, I accept the fact that I did not learn anything today. So even when I wake up this morning and I was just getting into that mind space, I was just making sure that I'm trying to learn something so I can actually come over here and try to empower somebody and try to uplift somebody, because ultimately that's what it's at. And if you come across my life from time to time, well, if you are seeing me for the first time, as I said, my life is not about the entertainment value, all right? There's enough people over here for that, right? My life is not about sitting and looking pretty. My life is truly not about that, right? We do some live where it's about making an impact, trying to make a difference in our noisy world. All right, and I hope you're going to enjoy the new year. All right, and I think yesterday, as I said, yesterday, I think we go over the books them. We go over the books that we would recommend that if you are at that point in time where you're feeling like, you know, I need a new way of thinking, or I need a fresh way of thinking. I don't know if you missed that live, but we recommend some book. I think the videos are up on my platform, where we recommend some books such as a Man Thinketh by James Allen. We recommend the book 3 Feet from Gold. We recommend the book Think and Grow Rich. We recommend the Bible. So we actually go into the books, and we go into each book that has each lesson that we feel like if you are willing to learn, then you can start read. But reading is important. When was the last? Wagwan Carla, thanks for passing through. Yeah, reading is important. That's what changed my life, the passion for. And to be honest, I would not even sit here and say it's just wholeheartedly the reading, but listening, because I do a lot of listening of the audio books them. I do a lot of the listening of the audio books them, and like YouTube, for example, or I listen to a lot of audio books and then I actually take note, right? So like this book, like this is my book. So you know, some people have some journal, but I like them perverted behaviors in them journals, right? And I would recommend for the start of the year, I don't have the energy for work today because I did a live yesterday. I'm actually tired, right? So this, I would recommend, if you're watching me, get yourself one of this book, man. Yes, get yourself something like this, and make sure you, as soon as So you see, as soon as I open this, now you say, a man mind may be likened to a garden which be intelligently cultivated or allowed to run wild, but whether cultivated or neglected, it must and will bring forth. If nothing of useful seeds are put into it, then the abundance of useless seeds will fall therein and will continue to produce their kind. So as you see, and I think that was from the book The Richest As a Man Thinketh, right? Don't know what's happened to me these days. As a Man Thinketh. So like I said, so it's not about just reading the book, but for me nowadays I will talk about philosophy, right? We as we said, we are in the philosophical space, but we try to get you to understand that, as a wise man said, having the right philosophy is like having the right set of the seals. So when I hear something or I read something, I always try to make note of it, right? Give thanks if you're passing through. As I know, a lot of people never ever like my videos, you know what I mean? But that's what it is. Yeah, the self. And again, so it's all about, for the past 3 years, we've been farming in our philosophy. So what we do from time to time depends how we wake up, how we feel. We just open this book and it said, all right, this is how I'm feeling. So don't just, as I said, so it's not about being a follower, but you have to want to become a student of life. Life, you're either going to be a follower in life or you are a student in life. And every good student is passionate about learning. All right, write that down. Write it down or like the screen if you get through, or if it's not getting through, it is okay. All right, but you have to get to a point in life. I'm a student of life. I actually step out at my worst point in life, at my lowest point in life. I was not a good student. Like, I wasn't a good student. Like, I remember, and this is important, because if you're not a student, you're a follower. And I remember Shaggy, I never forget Shaggy, the guy who was singing Bombastic, right? And he was doing an interview, and he said in the interview, I don't like reading. If you want to hide something from me, you can hide it into a book, right? And I was like, I like how that sound, you know? And I was saying to myself, I'm not going to be reading. And I just grabbed that. So I just grabbed those words that Shaggy said. Shaggy said it out his mouth. And I think Shaggy himself would actually go back on those words now, because when you see Shaggy nowadays, blessed user, when you see Shaggy nowadays, it's all about education. When you see Shaggy nowadays, because Shaggy understand, because he did not understand the music business, he was getting robbed. A lot of us are getting robbed in life. A lot of us are, and you know the truth is, a lot of us are robbing ourselves. A lot of us are robbing ourselves. You can sit there and say to me, well, nobody's robbing me. But unless you are living a life that you are truly happy, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, economically, then you are robbing yourself. Because the books is there to shore up your spirituality. The books is there to help you to understand your mental health and well-being. The books is there, the gyms are there for you to go and get stronger. So we might have said that nobody's robbing me in life, but a lot of us are robbing ourselves. Yes, man. Blessed, man. I don't want to record, you know. A while ago, I have about 10 people that watch me. And because actually, I come for record me live and then me take it down. And then me cut it up and put it up. Because as me say on my live, them not going to be popular. Because one, when them come on my live, it's not a black man over here a dance with 2 roses. Or it's not a black man over here a entertain. Whether it's a... Because you have some equally black people. Anyway, the mix up there, anyway, the triviality there, anyway, the ignoble behavior there, are them there. This is why you have this famous TikToker them at Jamaica. A lot of them take the worst element of Jamaica and turn them famous. A lot of the people, because you have some black people, you know, them love mix up, you know. Them love the mix up. A lot of them love lap them fractal. Nobody feel like choose some of them, get lucky and go embassy. Them left the lap enough. But you know the truth is, tell us something. The truth is, you know, the one them who left Jamaica and go foreign go lap them fractal. Chash out catch them basket. Because we know for your fox it. We know for your fox it. No in the system for them a foreign. So if you think you can left Jamaica and go foreign go lap your fractal. If you think you can left Jamaica as a black man and black woman and go foreign go lap your fractal. And feel say something in the system for you. Nothing in the system for you. So you better go foreign. you better go there fi drink the milk and not there fi count the cow. Because you see with TikTok, enough of them a come on TikTok now and sit down and lap them fractal and elevate the wrong elements of Jamaica society. It is a national cry of Jamaica. Of some of the worst elements of Jamaica. They are the ones with the prominence in the society. And this is why the society is getting led down a part where it look like them not even have leadership of Jamaica because them not have no answer to what's happening. Anyway, as soon as we talk, some people like it truth, you know. But me not there for popularity, you know. Me not there for popularity. I swear to God, me not there for popularity. Me not there for popularity. And me I go tell the Jamaican them we come to England. Me don't tell the Jamaican them where they are Canada. Me don't tell the Jamaican them where they are America. And me want this one because me I go search it, me don't clip it and me I go post it. You can come a foreign, come lap your frog tail and think say anything in the system for you. Nothing in the system for you. So, you see history and it bring me right back because I'm so reluctant on my first company live this morning, my energy went down. I was drawn over here to tell you this morning, does not matter how much them elite, how much them redesign aeroplane because I was watching something about a new aeroplane that got like two aeroplane in one, right? But somebody that was doing the voiceover said, does not matter how big the aeroplane is, it still need to leave the ground, all right? It still need to have the thrust and the throttle to leave the ground. When my grandmother and grandfather used to go foreign go work, them used to send them money go back to Jamaica, go build them house and set up themselves. All right. But you have them, you see nowadays, me dep on social media, you know. And me see some Jamaican, they are America. And them a try turn America in a Jamaica. Them a go, them take themselves from Jamaica. And them carry themselves go America. So you see nowadays, the Jamaican, them with the America. Them a party 7 days a week. A long time God sent me to do a live, you know. But I tell you something, no, it kind of concern me. Because I want no concern, you leave it alone. But instead if me not do it, him a go turn me off. So not even not give me the energy. But every time you go up on social media, you are some Jamaican with the America. Then take themselves from Jamaica. And them a turn America in a Jamaica. So them a party 7 days a week. Every day of the week, them. Understand that? You don't see what our granny and grandparents used to do. Them used to come back and then country come dead with dignity. Nothing in the system of England for me, you know. Nothing in the system. Me live in Scotland. And the first thing me do, I buy as bad as Jamaica is, as massacre I say yard wild, but him love it. The first thing me do when me wake up to the financial and knowledge and me have some money in the bank, the first thing me do I take out here and buy a piece of land in Jamaica. As bad as come in know for your facts, nothing in the system for me a foreign. Nothing in the system. So, you can come a foreign, come sit down, lap on the fractal, because some of you used to in the local mix-up. But what you find nowadays, I think the other day me I watch a brother here. Now a Vibes Cartel give the strength. You know, why name Shalom. You say, but come down now. You know, me I realize, on TikTok, not easy though. You know, say the louder you talk and the more aggressive you behave on TikTok and the more people is. Anyway, me just want to say that. I swear to God. So, that's why me not really come on this because me no want nobody come lap them fractal with me. If me come over here, I have to empower you, I have to make you know, say, yo, you have to figure it out in a foreign. If you come from Jamaica with an all-age education, if you didn't finish high school at Jamaica, you won't go on now. You better go in search and knowledge. Start educate yourself so you can get a good job. You can get a little pension. Enough for you, me see it all the while. You come and go on like you want to turn England and Jamaica. Because so we Jamaican turn, you know. That's how we turn. We love impose. If the government cannot, you notice the other day in the UK with the Windrush generation. What make you think they will not tough them out of the country? Because the Windrush generation would have been a burden to the state. They were of pension age. They were of old age. And not true, they want to turf them out of the country, you know. They weren't of working age. They were no longer contributing to the system. Me a team, man. I'm a company saying, I try to sell me Udino. I don't care buy for me. anyway, when I see me for the first time, me now really do no whole heap of life. Me come here so hot today. I try me get them new beanies here. So if you live in foreign and want to protect your head from weakness, you have to jump on my website. Get the one here, www.topform.com, alright? You see it, you have the strength arm. Strengthen up on the brain. Strengthen up on the brain because some are on weak mentally. Some are on weak physically. Some are on weak spiritually. Some are on weak. And we are going on new God Almighty year. We are going on new year. If God bless you, if you're fortunate enough, and when the clock strike 12 o'clock, that means that the earth go round the sun one more time with you. You are lucky. But a lot of us are turning blessing into curse. A lot of us are wake up and I say, why we still alive? Me not dead yet. Because uno miserable. Uno no live life where uno feel like, because as a wise man said, no man throw away a life for living. Me not throw away my life. Me not joke with my life because me know say it worth living. You know notice in the black community or them not think twice to kill them. No man throw away a life that worth living. You have to get, and if you feel like, if you have ever wake up one day and feel like, me no mind go fight with that boy then, because me no kill him or him kill me. You need to stop and take stock. Something not right in your life. Me no ramp with my freedom and me no ramp with my life. Me know that. I don't play with my freedom, so me no out there look somebody for fight. Me no out there look somebody for destroy. Me no out there look somebody for destroy me. That's where you have to get in a life. Where you know so you cherish your freedom. See Vibes Cartel. See me. See ask Vibes Cartel. Vibes Cartel from him come out. And this is me like watch Vibes Cartel. Because you got some people I watch Vibes Cartel, but no one accept the new Vibes Cartel. You got some people that think Vibes Cartel supposed to pick up where him left off. That's it's like when I watch the people who claim that they are Vibes Cartel fan, they can't find them out. Why is Vibes Cartel? And you know, so what? This is why I do this live. I talk about a million things in a one. I watch Vibes Cartel interview almost break the internet. This is why a lot of us think as black people we have to be illiterate because we cool, you know, we trendy. We have to be ignorant. And sometimes the people who we claim so we look up to our pattern are intelligent beings. Because Vibes Cartel understand that people are sheep. That's why the Bible says, woe be unto the shepherds who lead my sheep astray. So Vibes Cartel is an intelligent man. This is why he's able to, a lot of us not even, because a long time you know say Vibes Cartel favorite book of the 48 Laws of Power. And I know me know say Vibes Cartel book of the 48 Laws of Power. A lot of us not even know say Vibes Cartel, because Vibes Cartel, this is why them always say him controversial. It's not about controversial. He who is ignored is forgotten. Vibes Cartel can't allow you to forget about him. Him can't allow you to ignore him. So this is why Vibes Cartel understands it. And it bring me right back this morning. Reading my people. Read. Because you either going to be a student in a life or a follower. I once was a follower. And it's not a nice place to be. And I tell you the words that when I wake up, I remember listen, as I said, if it does a giant, I remember hearing Shaggy say, boy, me not like reading, so if you want to hide something from me, Shaggy, multi-platinum. And when Shaggy realized, say, if me not start reading, me I go dead in a poverty. Remember, you know, Shaggy nowadays, a Shaggy is out there on the forefront, encouraging entertainers to educate themselves. Because Shaggy knows that some of the entertainers that has never educated themselves, when them sick, when them dead, blessed man. And that we do, man. We there for save with black brothers. Me not blessed. And if you want to give me 2 likes, we always welcome it. But me just a chuckle. Me not even go full force this morning. We a chuckle. We feel like God because we just come to do a live this morning. And I try to get you set up for the new year. And if me have some people, I mean, I've seen on them, we call them the top farmers, also we are educational speaker. So normally we are telling you about the books and we are talking about the discipline. But ultimately I think it connects back to why I really come over here this morning and saying you have to get to a point in life. If you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, doesn't matter how old you are. Because sometimes if I'm not even, you don't benefit are your kids. So if you never did a read, once you start read, then you can start turn on your kids to read. But life is about a constant elevation of the mind, feeding the mind. You either plan for live forever or you plan for dead tomorrow. And if you sure so you feed your mind and you nurture your mind, then that's how you tell the world say me I go live forever. But you see, for you reach a point in life where you say, me stop learning. And nothing stands still. Nothing in this blue spinning, nothing. Remember, you know, if the earth now stands still, if the earth, come mind the earth is spinning or the earth rotate on its axis, and so we might not feel it, but we're somewhere out in a space. So if the earth now stands still, who is you to come and stand still? Who is you? A lot of us who have to rewrite the principles of this blue spinning planet. And I know say you're not God. So guess what? You're either going to grow or you're going dead. There's no two way about it. You're either going to feel like you are live life to its fullest, or you're going to feel like a prisoner of life. And enough of us I feel like a prisoner. Enough of us don't understand how privilege. Think about it. A lot of us don't understand like how privileged we are for the sun, for the earth to rotate around the sun one more year. That's a gift. That's a blessing. But because we might wake up in poverty surroundings, because we're not living a life of abundance, because we are not living in our purpose, because we're not really understanding the fundamentals of a wise man said, one of two ways to face the future. You either anticipation or apprehension. So a lot of us is not really anticipating the future, but we are apprehensive, we are nervous, we don't know what next year bring, because some of us might have a court case, some of us might be expecting to be sentenced next year, some of us might have some debts, but it's what it is, right? It is just what it is. But you just have to just wake up to it is what it is. I don't have to resort myself to the scrap heap of life. I don't have to resort myself to the scrap heap of life. I'm going to start make a change, and it starts now by taking responsibility. Okay, some people are when the chips is down, and that's the first point of change, you know. That's the first point of change, which said, you know what, I'm responsible. The trouble I'm in, the financial standing I'm in, the relationship I end up in, I did something to attract that person to me. You know, you're in a bad relationship with a baby father or a baby mother. You know what? I was wise enough to know that there was precautions there and I didn't use the precautions. Or, you know, I was blinded to the sign. Once you accept that, once you take the responsibility, then you can say, because the truth is, you know, once you tell yourself that, then you open up a whole possibility of healing, a whole possibility. Something is going to, but you see, the way how the mind works now, we have to understand the mind. The way how the mind works, you see, as long as you tell yourself, say it's not your fault, there's a little voice inside of you that's just getting you bitter and bitter and bitter. The devil in you. The devil in you. But you see, if you ever have the courage to say to yourself, you know, say, it's my fault, because when me used to text him or text she and she never respond, then you understand, and then it will say, all right, don't worry yourself, this is where you are, but do this, do that, apply for your job there. Once you apply for your job, you might can start seeing some money. You're going to be surprised to how the answers start come, but as long as you are living a denial, this is why it's all about confessing. So a lot of us as black people feel like we have to go to church, go cry before the pastor. You know, I got baptized this year, right? And I got to my church, but when I go to my church, I feel like I'm getting flashback because the way how my pastor preach. Because as I was saying to my wife the other day, I don't want nobody to preach to me. I want to be teach, because prior to that I was in church and it's like it was a 2-pastor church and there was a female pastor. But I love the way how she did her thing. She actually teach, you know, and she did about 3 lessons before she get her own church. So one of the lessons she was saying that anywhere in our life we are struggling the most, it's because we fear God. You know, we don't trust God the most there. So anything you're worried about, because as I said, fear is a form of ignorance, and if you understand that God is there for you, God will protect you, then you would not have so much fear, you know. And I love that lecture because she was using the biblical scriptures, and it wasn't like preaching, you know. And my pastor is good, like he's like an old-fashioned, he's a white guy, but black pastor. Just I run through the Bible and I leave sometime. But for me, so this is what I'm saying, so a lot of us think that, you know, sometimes I have to go in front of the pastor and I need to go in front of the whole church and I need to kick over a few benches and I need to cry. and then that's me confess. But sometimes about saying to yourself, you know what? I put myself in this position. That's where you're going to find the strength, because that's you saying. Because you see, denial is like a weakness. If you are going to be saying to yourself, it is not my fault, I did not play any part in this. But if you are happy to stand up to yourself and say, you know what, I'll get myself in this situation. I got myself here, and I am going to get myself out this situation I'm in. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. All right. So hopefully everybody who's watching this is getting something of value from it, something they can use for 20. We're coming up for a new year, right? And it's all about knowing that the key to change, it's within you. As my teacher said, anywhere the cause is, the answer is there. And I love that book. That was from a James Allen book, From Poverty to Power. Anywhere the cause is, the cure is. This is why sometimes you go doctor and them, when them test out vaccination, them give you the placebo. Some people get the real thing, some people get the placebo. You know, some people get the real thing, some people get the placebo. And sometimes, to be honest, the power of the mind is the people who get the placebo. They show, not all the time, but the placebo effect is real. You tell yourself, you convince yourself that, you know what, I'm not as weak as they are saying out there. Like I love this thing where they said that every philosopher, every man, they don't agree to everything, but they agree to this one thing. And man life is what his thoughts made of it. So we have to get to that point where I'm not going to sit down and condemn myself to the scrap heap of life, but I'm going to be telling myself, you know what? My life is worth something. I'm not giving up on my dream. I will make something of myself. You keep telling yourself that, and it will come true. It will come true, because what that's doing, that's reconditioning your mind. That's repurposing your mind. That's you really, really taking charge of your life. All right? And if you're seeing me for the first time, I can't stress it enough. Thanks for stopping by. Right? We know some people, of course, if you want me, go on. I have notes in them, but I can't stick to my notes them. I can't, you mean that? You can't stick to me? No, because you know what, right? I am, as I said, right, I'm an educational speaker, but I'm able to come and speak without notes because it's not, I am doing it from my heart. I'm just really sharing what I've figured out. So I'm not making up anything. I like to see some people sometimes, they have got what you call toxic positivity, and they'll be all positive until somebody come in the room, and when you find that somebody chose on this platform, they figured it out, right? We'll find the people or persons who is acting a certain way, and then we'll just go over them, and we'll just it's quite funny to watch sometimes. But I truly like coming over here. Like this year, I see a lot of people doing, like, they're summing up the year, right, in this, like, this week 30-second clip. I wish I could do that. I really can't sum up my 2024 in a 30-second clip. I promise you, I can't do it. And I've done most of that. Most of my accomplishment is what I've been able to done on this live. I have been able to do some good live. Like I said, I wake up this morning, I said, 2025, I've got some things that I need to open my goal book. And I'm going to be writing down some of what I've accomplished this year, what I want to accomplish next year. And I will always come over here, and not just to take up your time, but start read. That's on TikTok saying I've been here an hour. Start read, right? Start reading, and promise you, buy yourself a book. Buy yourself a book and start to pick out the nuggets in the book. Start every time I open this book, like, and when I open this book, it's always a nugget just waiting for me, right? So not only should you just read or watch a TV. I was watching a program on TV the other day, right? I was watching a TV, right? A program. And it was about this. It was on Netflix. It was like a real life documentary. So this girl was struggling, and she went on, like, she was a stripper. I need to, if I find it, I will drop me the message if you want to see the movie. And I will probably see if I can find it. But when the girl was at her lowest, I just actually mentioned something that she said. She said, I won't give up on my dream. I won't give up on myself. My life will worth something, right? Because she ended up into like this bed and breakfast thing, because she was living in her sister's basement and her sister threw her out, right? And I was saying to myself, I love that. I just got to write it down. And I think that has become my, you know, when you look in the mirror nowadays, you're talking to yourself, right? They said you should affirmation. That's my affirmation. And that's why me watching a movie. I'm truly, I like motivational. I like that. Yeah, but it was so I will send you, if you drop me a message, I'll see, if you have Netflix, you can watch it, right? So she was like a stripper and this guy was having a bad day and the guy got to the strip club and the guy was like, I can make you make $100,000 a year. You don't have to do this anymore. But she was just thinking like it was just some regular guy talking rubbish, you know what I mean? And then what happened? Our daughter actually started a fire at the school. Our daughter gets suspended. She had no choice but to. So yeah, if you want it, it's a good. I didn't watch the entire movie, but when I was watching the movie, I kid you not, she was lying on her bed, right? And she said these 3 words: I will not give up on my dream. Right? And she said, I will believe in myself and my life will mean something. And I'm like, pause it right there. I'm like, after that, because after that, I didn't want to see any more of the movie. Like, even yesterday before I go through the door, that's my affirmation now. I won't give up on my dream. I won't give up on myself. My life will mean something. Have to get to that point in time. Like, in the beginning was the words, right? The songs you listen to is important. The people that speak to you is important. The content we consume is important. The words you are listening to is either going to uplift you or pull you down. Honestly. Because when your back is against the wall, that subconscious is pulling up that file. This is why a lot of us as black people, we settle with differences with violence. Because on a regular day, we are listening to the music we say, if a boy diss me, if he bust off in head. You understand me? We just listening to the words. And the time will come when the circumstances are going to ask you to reveal yourself. It's like circumstances is going to ask you to reveal yourself. I don't listen to violence dancehall anymore. Because, of course, if I'm constantly telling my subconscious, any boy diss me, I go lick him down, I go bust off his head, then somebody's out there waiting for me. And seriously, this is why we do live. We say you have to learn to stand guard at your mind. I still listen to dancehall music, but I cherry pick it. I literally sit down and unpick. I listen to a lot of Massacre. Massacre of this song, I start my day with it called Forever Grateful, Forever Strong, right? I listen to dancehall because I'm a product of that environment, but I cherry pick it. Not every artist can sing for me. Not every artist. I can sit down and give you like a playlist. Like I love this song with Popcorn. Him got this one, him calling him Elevated, him and Maru. Them have to watch me and elevate. Right? When I wake up sometimes, because I live in the UK, I love Massacre, right? I'm never going to be a groupie, but it's on my wish one day to meet Massacre. One day I have to meet. Because when me wake up in the morning and me just feel like me not have nothing to give thanks, and me put on Massacre of a song name, Forever Grateful, Forever Strong. And after that, me listen to History. History making out here. Because me just motivate myself. Words we can't be careless with words. You can't be careless with what you're listening to. Because a lot of us are listening to the wrong words. I like to tell this story. I'm literally winding down from what I've been doing this year. But we did a video where we said Jay-Z had that choice. His uncle said to him, what you want to do rapping? You can never sell a record. Blessed Barrington. And on the flip side, Jay-Z had a cousin that was telling him that you're wasting your life on the street. Jay-Z went on to be one of the highest selling hip-hop artists. And he's actually a billionaire. So we have to be careful who we listen to. It's like it brings me right back to almost wrapping up my life. We are buying into somebody's plan, you know. Life is about, and this is why even when you come on this social media platform, we have to be careful who we're listening to. Because some people is selling you some plans that is not going to work. Some of them have some plans, it did not work for them. I think I was doing a live one yesterday. Somebody was willing to come and have a debate with me about the Bible and Jesus. And I'm like, we're not going to do that, bro. We are not going to be doing that. Because here is the truth. I've never picked up the Bible since I've decided to read the Bible for myself. As I said, if you just join me, I was inspired this morning to write 24 laws of the Bible that everybody should know. And I've actually got, before I get up out my bed this morning, I need to connect with a good writer because I get the inspiration and I pass it off and we can work and make some money. But the Bible said to me, say, you think the 48 laws of powers is good? Me I'll give you half of 48 or 24. Me don't give you 24 laws from the Bible that you're going to write it, you're going to put it in a book and put it out there. And before me get up out of my bed and give me 10 laws. Me have 10. The first one is courage. And if you don't believe me, because I'm not going to go in all like just now. When Jesus drive Adam and Eve out the Garden of Eden, it takes courage. Jesus could have said to Adam and Eve, all right, me forgive you. Him said, no, you have to leave. Because me tell you, do not eat from that tree. How much of us have people in our life that we tell them, don't do that. And them do it. And we forgive them. And you wonder why you don't have happiness in your life. Blessed man. And that we do over here, you know. You know what is me like? Me not live more than 10 people. Because me have live already when me have all 100 people are watching. But as me say it all the while. So now I get it fresh. And the first thing. But this is why if you don't know what you look for in the Bible, you don't know so you read the greatest book. The first, because a lot of people are going to tell you, say, oh, Genesis was all about creation. But Genesis was more than creation. Because what's the point in creating something and can't protect it? What's the first thing? Because when somebody ready for destroy, because destruction is easier than creation. So when Adam and Eve ready for destroy the garden, God could have said, because remember me do a life on that already. When me I say enough of us allow people in our life. We're not supposed to be there. Because when Adam got to Jesus and I plead Eve case, Jesus said no. And then Eve come. Because I think about it. Even in a relationship. Sometimes you as a good looking woman, you might meet a man with something. You take him home and you introduce him to your family. But as you get to know this man or get to know this woman, you know say he's a violent or he's an aggressive man. But because now the family don't want you break up with him, because he might have a nice car or he might have to give the mother one money a month time. So when you realize that this man don't make you happy, blessed man, this man don't make you happy or this woman don't make you happy, you don't got people come speak on him behalf. Allow me to tell you, in the book of Bible story, you know, Adam first left out of the garden. You know, see, Adam first went go to Jesus, and then Jesus said, "Care Eve with you." Sometimes, so what me I tell you, say, sometimes you don't know what some people are get on the back end, you know, for prolong your unhappiness. You don't know what some family are get on the back end. You don't know, because you might, even in a business, you might have a friend that come to you with a contract. Somebody might say, you know, Barrington, I want to sign a contract here, but you don't want to sign in, trust you. So you see, if you can get Barrington for sign a contract here, you won't go on, me don't give you money. If I lie me, I tell him. If I don't lie me, I tell him, tell me, I lie me, I tell. But don't want to lie me, I tell. So you alone are in charge of your happiness. You can't leave your happiness up to family and friends. And when you make your decision, you have to stand for your decision. Courage. That's the first lesson in the Bible. Courage. So me tell you, so the most that inspire me this man and say, find a writer and you're going to write 24 laws in the Bible if you follow them. We can't give you all one more because I'm not no shame. The Bible tells us that the borrower will be slave to the lender. The Bible have a verse in a proverb said the borrowers will be slave to the lenders. Me can't go on and on. Me can't go on and on. The second, I think number 2 tell me say, in the Bible it say, drive out the scoffers out of your life and contentions and strife will cease. That a 3 law me give you. A 3 law me give you. 3 me give you. We come from the book of life. Yes, man. 3. Who is a scoffer? How much we have people in our life when I mean we not good? Nothing we do not good enough. Nothing we say not good enough. Nothing not good enough. These are the scoffer. Anything you mention, and a Barrington terminal. Some of them depends who. If you're in our family, and then I love your mother, then I love your father, then cheat you the same way, and you hang around them. And the Bible tells us to drive them out. So in the Bible, it say you're going to do the transgression of the law. Because the 48 laws of power, you know, it show you if you follow the law, and it show you if you go against the law. So me just want to find a writer. Me have some book, a 2 book me inspire for writing, but me are no writer. So me out here, because me have one empress and me give her do some work, but she look like she have a bag of things that go on. But me have one of my cousin who is actually a published, she's actually a published author. So as me don't talk to you, me I go reach out, because me like how God work. Him said do this and do that. So he said to me, say, check your phone. When me check my phone, I realize, shit, me still have my cousin phone. number in my phone. So him said to me, himself, reach out to her. So I done talk to you, know, she me I go reach out to her and say, you know, so I'm inspired for write 24 laws of the Bible that you're supposed to know. And me give you a 3 already. Me give you 3. You can't get number 4, communication, the Tower of Babel. What's more important than communication? If you're in a relationship with a man or a woman, and you not communicate, the relationship can't nice. And like me I tell, I could have if you give the man peace, and you tell the man, say, don't stop and he go stop. You don't vex. And like me I tell, in every aspect, what more important than communication? Your man cannot tell us, say, fling you up here, and you go and turn it around there, so. He not gonna left you. You don't know what you do. I'm gonna left you, man. So communication, important. Blind and deaf. Communication. So that's what we do at this platform. That's what we do at this platform. And this is what we do. You know what I mean? But like I said, you know, before we left, we want you to make sure 2025 is here. You start to study. Study life. Find out how life works. Alright? You don't have to agree with everything, but it's important to know how it works. Know how finance works. Know how the West financial structure is set up. Understand that. Get learning. And we always recommend the book The Richest Man in Babylon. Alright? As I said in countless times, if you wish to be successful, study success. If you wish to be happy, study happiness. Go in search of what are the different kind of relationship? What are the different kind of people? Am I in love with an introvert or an extrovert? What's my partner love language? Like me loving my wife do things to me, me not really put it down to a language, but yeah, me like when she do the simple things to me, right? And she like when me show her a little kindness and this and that. Those are communication. So it is important if you want a better 2025, right? Make it a point of duty. Study and find out how things work. So me come with notes, you know. I not even know it. You see, me I want TikToker. Because me appreciate you know. If you want to see me for the first time, yeah, like, and me I go move to a subscription next year. Me feel like say me have enough value and me I give thanks Barrington, hope everything alright. You understand me? Because me come with notes. How much I tell you, I see one girl sit down on TikTok I do her eyelash. And people are watching. But get out your pen. And if you get out your pen, me tell you so the first thing I want you to do for 2025 is study and find out how things work. You don't have to study everything at the same time, you know. But like we live in a society where it's only people of a certain income bracket. Like we would not think twice you go apply for your bank loan. And we don't have what it takes. It just if you go get embarrassed. But if you have a rich man or a successful man, before him go apply for your bank loan, him not leave no stone unturned. Him a check, him a study, him a make sure say, because him study how the bank work, him study how the financial systems work, him understand the financial principles of life. So if you want a 2025, become a student, not a follower. That's make sense? Give me a like, man, cause if you not watch me, right? Yeah, and that's the first step. That is going to be the first step to change. All right, the first step to change. Study and find out how things work, because we can't just turn up and hope for the best. Because laws is what govern this universe. Laws govern the universe. And once you find out how things work, then you will come up with ideas. You know, you can start to look for ideas. Because if you know how things work, then you're going to come up with ideas how to make it better, or the idea of how to do things. Right? Ideas is important. There's not one thing that the idea cannot change. Right? And as I said, we are all buying into somebody's plan. So the question is, me come with notes, me come with spiritual, everything, laws, alright, big up yourself. That's how you know, some I know, so you still live on my life. It's like you left and come back. But sometimes I'm not company life, I come for 1 or 2 people who really want to appreciate what we are trying to do. We don't really come for the crowd, you know, because we are, as we said as many times, we said the truth is not popular. So I don't expect 10 fingers, blessed Barrington. So we don't expect our life to be popular. Because when you find somewhere, anywhere, the things have no substance is being delivered, that's where the crowd is, alright? But as I said, the law is, and yeah, that's the laws, positive, negative, the laws of inertia. Everything is all about law. I like this one to say that famous scientist that discovered the 3 laws, you know, and nobody has ever come up with anything otherwise. Because, yeah, it's just, we have the laws, you know, a body in motion remain in motion. Every action produces an equal and opposite action. The Sir Isaac Newton, you know, like, that's the beauty. So it's just, this universe is literally run by laws, all right? And after that, then it's just about having a good 2025, because I already do most of my lecture. So if you just see me, then we're about to wrap it up. You know what I mean? I think our key point this morning, does not matter how advanced technology gets, doesn't matter how advanced things looks at times, some fundamentals will never change. It's just like an aeroplane, doesn't matter how big, how fancy, how advanced, it still need to be able to create the speed and the throttle to get off the ground, all right? The throttle and the lift to get off the ground. So there's no point you standing on the outside looking at people's life and feeling like success is beyond you. That person, yeah, man, that's how blessed up. That person had to have the determination, they had to have the confidence, they had to have the self-belief. They have to have everything that's within you. There's nothing that they had to do that's not within you. But the only difference between them and you that they believe. As a wise man, he said, your belief will create the fact. All right, your belief will create the fact. As I said, as I'm opening up this, see, doesn't matter the technological advance, some things remain the same. Example, an aeroplane, lift and thrust in order to get it off the ground, all right? So if you want to build a business, don't feel like it's beyond you. Don't feel like you can't achieve what you want to achieve in life, all right? Blessed love, and that's what we do over here, yeah? Yes, man, that's what we do over here. And the first part of my life this morning, we talk about when you're trying things in life, people is going to be laughing. Some is going to look ridiculous. A lot of us don't know that aeroplanes, they try many ways before it's what it is today. The Wright brothers at one point was controlling it with their hips. Some was controlling it with paddles. Somebody made an aeroplane out of silk cloth and wood. And look what so we are getting into an aeroplane nowadays not knowing that it did not, that's the end product. As I did in my last slide the other day, when we make advance in life, you know, we always are going to look back in wonder. The video is up there because my brain can't keep everything. Check out my page, you know what I mean? You want, when was the last time? When was the last time? And before you go, please, when was the last time you look back? Because when you are on, how did it go? When you are on you look back, at some point you need to, because even me now, I'm looking back on my life and I'm like, whoa, I did that, you know, because even a video I post this morning, sometimes when I look back on my older videos and see my face and see the fear in my eyes, Star Wars, you know, Blessed Barrington, I'm look back, you know, and it just sometimes it doesn't have to be a big thing, you know, it can be a small accomplishment, but because you stick at it, you know, you get started and you stick at it, and when you look back, sometimes you just need that little victory. You know, eating a food, whether I stop drinking, whether I stop smoking, whatever. But you know the truth is when you look back in your life, because yes man, growth, knowledge and power, alright? I'm trying to find, yeah, I want to leave you with that. Let me check my book, let me find something to leave you know. Okay, here you go. So I'm telling you about writing stuff down. Whenever you're on an exponential growth curve, whenever you pause and look back, it feels like you are living in a special time. Right? And as Mark Twain said, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. Please make 2025, right? Halfway through 2025, I would love somebody to message me and say, you know what? I did pick up a book and I did read a book, or I did start saving, or I did go in search of financial knowledge, or I did start to examine myself, and I'm now in a healthy relationship. But you know, it just comes right back to this quote. Right, whenever you're on an exponential growth curve, whenever you pause and look back, it feels like you're living in a special time. You know, and to me, that would be the ultimate compliment. I would have my door. Well, how are you doing? I'm alright.
There you go, alright? All the best.
All the best in the new year, yeah? Alright. Yeah, be a delivery cup and interrupt my life, you know what I mean? Somebody, my kids them not stop by from morning. Alright, and with that, 2025, balance, of course, balance and harmony. Life is about balance, alright? Again, that going to be in one of the law. And now we think now we up to law 11 because the Bible says a time and place and everything. So when you finish talk to me now, I'm going to get that in my computer, I'm going to add that to law 11. So Miss Black, I feel like I can say, because yeah, this is Bible say when you gather, you know what I mean, inspiration. So now we're going to add that. That's one law because a lot of people don't know that the Bible tell you. I don't want people to consume me all the while. I don't want every time you're on live you feel like I need to cause up. No. Maybe you are in a space where I don't want to hear about the motivation today because yeah, what gents from the UK, what gents from, I don't understand. And remember, if you see me for the first time, we ship worldwide. You see how the beanie here look good? Quality beanie, because this brand was given to me by God. Because nowadays, the strong and the weak, you know, the line nowadays, the strong endure what they must and the weak suffer what they will, right? So it's about empowering yourself. What go on? Okay, what go on? You're there, right? So jump on my website, get yourself a beanie, get yourself a hoodie, get yourself something for show them say you're a part of the Top Form family. Because to be on Top Form is to be in peak physical fitness, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and ultimately economically. And the reason why we put the economic on the top of the pyramid, because if some people is so broken mentally, them can't get up out of them bed for go work because them either have depression or them have anxiety. I mean, this is why we tell you nowadays, every discipline affect each other. So you got some people, they might look physically strong, but they're mentally weak. You're doing good. Blessed. Same to you, alright. That's why we are here. We try to do a little bit of CS plug and say this episode is brought to you by Top Form. But moreover, the bigger picture is to really be that voice on this platform, right? It's a lot of people on this platform. As I said, I see somebody sitting down today just looking somebody to cuss. But yeah, some people come on the platform just come look people for cussing, you know? And it's surprising to me. Like, anyway, as I said, it goes right back. We are all buying into people plan. You can come on this platform for 2 years, 3 years and sit with somebody and don't learn anything. And then, yeah, yeah, like, and I just come over here and I'm always grateful. I get a big audience sometime. One Nation Undergrowth. Yeah, definitely, man. I get a big audience sometimes I don't. But that doesn't really affect what I do or what I try to say. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what I find, as I say it all the while, right? I don't stay strong, keep going. Yeah, I don't know who. It's like you got some people like to see black people behave a certain way. And sometimes where the black peoples are behaving illiterate and ignorant, that's where the crowd is, right? I am old enough to know there was once a time when black people was on display for the entertainment of other races, you know. And we find nowadays it might not look like you're being taken from your motherland and put on display in France or put on display, but we find that now that you are literally putting yourself on display for the sake of it. So, and everybody claims that them are trying to make a living. Everybody, I'm not here to bash anybody. You know what I mean? But just be careful. I'm not here for the entertainment of no one. So I'm not going to be acting subhuman for 2 roses. You know, I'm just not going to do that. Right? And you got black people equally as guilty. You know what I mean? Some of them, yeah, definitely in a crowd. You know, you know what I mean? We can't blame them. You know what I mean? History bound to repeat itself. And if you want to do that, then that's on you, you know. We got some people, they need this platform to really validate them, you know. Like, I've said it, like, this platform was created for me. I wasn't created for this platform. I'm enough, right? And I come with value. You got some people want to come to a marketplace or to this town square that without the value. But if you want to sit and consume somebody who is not really adding value to you, because as a wise man said, when you go for a walk with somebody, something amazing happen, right? Blessed. You know what I mean? Sidney Portier said, when you go for a walk with somebody, something amazing happen. They either adjust to your pace or you adjust to their pace, right? So you can be the smartest or the sharpest knife in the toolkit. But if you are constantly showing up in rooms where people are persons without the substance, because steel sharpens steel, I wouldn't mind coming over here and be a part of meaningful. I'll sit and listen to somebody who is really can raise my frequency and add value. But because I'm up here, and not from a boastful, because I'll show me somebody who is boastful, I'll show you somebody who is insecure. So I'm not being boastful, but I understand my reasoning ability. I understand, as I said, when I open your mouth, I tell you who you are. So when you are over here, you're on this platform, TikTok, and cussing, or you're sitting down, like, you don't got a mirror in your house, so you're that desperate for attention. You're coming on this platform, you're not selling the makeup. You just feel like you want to see 100 strangers, like, you want to see a, elites. Yes, man. Some of them are look soul, you know. Some of them are look, we do live already, man. Some of them are look, a lot of them miserable with them there, you know. You got some people that come on this platform as some of the best people they meet, and some of them best friends, like me never go and get to that place where me end up in a life where me I say, TikTok family better than my family. Like, me have to go accept responsibility. Say, how did I get here? Like, me just come, me do my work, what God asks me to do, uplift who me can uplift, motivate to me. But that's where it stops. That's literally where it stops. We do a business, we try to promote the business, we try to encourage, and a lot of people say me not even sell my stuff as much or promote my stuff because we just, computer love. Yes, man, you know what, I was at a place like this Christmas, the amount of people where, and I like to say Christmas is like a harvest time, you know, the amount of people that was on this platform, Christmas is this or Christmas is not that, because what? You got nobody to love, nobody, and if you are a 40-year-old or a 50-year-old, and you reach a stage where you are lonely, it's okay, like, doesn't mean that your life is over, but take responsibility, look in the mirror. Look within, where there is a cause, there is a cure. You are 40 years upon this land, and you know nobody feel love you. You don't love nobody, so your next best thing. And some of them like, me follow people, and sometimes they must send me requests. I think I accept a request to somebody this Christmas as I was sitting in my house, and I feel like, I go on TikTok, and when I go over there, it was like, Christmas is this, and I'm like, I'm aware. You know what I mean? Still a star still a shine. You know what I mean? Like, as I said, like, I do live already, like, I'm going to always refer because, you know, as James Allen said, you can go in your room, you can turn off the light, keep it in darkness, but you know what? The sun is still shining outside. It is what it is outside. So you can sit down and say Christmas is because there's no other time that get people to reflect and feel, because love is contagious. You know what? So what you want about Christmas? But if you don't feel love, if you don't experience love over Christmas, then something is wrong. Something is wrong with you. And I don't care. I don't join the conversation with people. Like, yeah, of course, man. I don't join the conversation with people who want to say whatever they want to say about Jesus or God or religion. Like, if you can't feel love, if you cannot feel love over Christmas, you don't know love. There's not one person in this world can tell me say you don't feel love over Christmas. I'm not there to change people, you know. Because even the other day, I do my live and somebody want, do you believe in the Bible? And them a try. No, come in my, me don't want, no. I'm not here to argue with people for the hell. I just come, as I notice, me just come with my card them. And it's so the power invested in me. It turns out that every card me look on, me actually talk about what I come to talk about without even talk about them. So that's the power, that's the gift that's in me. I was actually one of my brothers said to me, say, because he was looking back at his life and he said, big brother, thank you, because he used to call me every Sunday. And he said, you know what I mean? He speak the power in me and give me the confidence to come out there. So we just come now and we sit down at the meditation and we just come this morning because 1 year mark, one day. Definitely. Yeah, man. But we not come to argue with people because some people just want to argue with you. And as a wise man say, you know, if you argue with stupid people because they will bring you down to feed them level and beat you with experience. A lot of them, so make it be 2025. Me no bother appreciate it to yeah, man. No bother argue with them because them hold on to what them hold on to. And some of them, if them can't convince you if you believe in nothing. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And if then get you to believe in nothing, then you will become nothing. No man can get nothing. Mathematics 1-on-1. Nothing from nothing, leave nothing. Me no entertain people where can tell me say me not believe in nothing. Because if me not believe in nothing, me go become nothing. If me go believe in nothing, because the first thing you got your mathematics class, them say good morning. This is your maths teacher. Remember this, nothing from nothing, leave nothing. And if me believe in nothing, then me don't become nothing in a life. Be careful. Enough of them out there do the devil's work. Enough of them out there do the devil. Barry Stone Love. Blessed Barrington. Enough of them do the devil's work. Enough of them come. If I know the entertainer, are you negative family, are you negative friend, are you negative? This is why this morning, I'm do live already where we say when some rocket leave Earth, it'll leave Earth with a combine of over 2 million kilograms. Lot of weight, but the higher you get, I start shed off what I don't need. So sometimes you have to go listen and say, you know, every time I talk to a cousin, I feel like I feel give up. And stop talking to them. It's difficult sometimes. But it goes right back. Unconditional love is cure. Yeah, man. Blessed love. Right? That's what it is. But anyway, if you see me, check out my page, check out my live them. That's what we've been doing. It's all about trying to add value to people, uplifting people and bless you. And just tell you so you have to learn to stand guard at your mind. Because so once you start swing the gates of your mind, blessed me Empress, you start swing the gates of your mind open. Them must come out because a lot of them miserable, a lot of them, this is what technology has done. Because some woman a come on a platform and them say no good man not there. But them no ask themselves say the man with them did that date no good. That no mean say no good man not there. And enough of them did I live a illiterate life, or a lot of them did I live a careless and reckless life. And one of the most common, everywhere you go up on this platform, a woman create a group and have 10 other women. I say no good man not there. So you don't find a good man. Can you find what you seek? You find what you seek in this earth. So if you are giant then gang, and I tell you say no good man not there. To you, man, listen. No, listen to me, man. Be careful. I do a live already. And this is one more law. I give you 4 law already. In the Bible, it says be careful. You understand me? In the Bible, it says be careful of people. Remember when Jesus' disciples did I look for him? Jesus get mad. Jesus said, brother, why not look for me for? Why look for the living amongst the dead? Me dead. Why not look for me for? I'm do live already because the most I in a ramp to empower me. Me come and do a full hour and tell us be careful of people find you. And that's one of my laws when me are writing the 24 biblical laws where you have to know. Because me write it say be careful of people find you. Me quote the biblical scripture and it say transgression of the law. Because sometimes you might get a new job and you might get overlooked for promotion because you start sit with the wrong set of people. Because your granny must tell you, say show me your company, me tell you who you are. So me have the blah in the Bible and the transgression is a serious book. So if you not go want to no copy, you no follow me. Because me I go find a writer and me I go write the 24 laws from the Bible where you need to find and implement in your life. Me a powerful youth. Me no come to dance with 2 roses and 2 TikTok flowers. Me no do that. Me no do that. Me no do them something there. Yes, man. Yeah, because sometimes we find ourselves in some company. We sometimes find ourselves in some company where we're guilty by association. So even if you are go to work and you make friends with the people, cause you got some people, them just do enough to get a paycheck. Me write at this morning, me wake up and me write down 10 laws already. That's the power of God. I choose sometimes we feel like we still stubborn to our own ways. Make we not. Listen, me man, we have the what kind of gum? Now me alright, sugar. Me soon, me alright. Right? Blessed. So if you just see me, stay tuned because me I go find a writer. Amen. Amen to the glory and blessing. Yes, man, that's how we do. The Bible not, and a lot of us no know say them things in the Bible. For guide we. Me I go write 24 biblical laws. I want to know. Because the Bible say you don't need 48. 48 laws of power. It says split the 48 in a 2. And 24 times 2 are 48. He said me I get 24. And before me get up out of my bed this morning, he give me 10. I mean, if you just join me live. Yes, man, if you just join me live. Remember me tell you no courage We talk about you have to get rid of negative people. We talk about the ability to communicate. And the fourth one, where we tell you, say, be careful where people find you. Because Jesus said, why look for the living amongst the dead? And him give me the scripture, and him give me the transgression of the law. So sometimes you get overlooked for your promotion because you become friends with the people who just did it for your paycheck. All right. Amen. Amen. So if you ask me for the first time, check out my website. Because once you put on the strength arm on your head, them are go afraid of you. Them are go afraid of you. Once you go up on my website and get yourself a TOPFORM hat or get yourself a hoodie and have it on your head. Right now my head protected. My cranium, my dome protected. When me put on, you have to put on the armor of God. When me put on TOPFORM, I feel good. Yeah, believe no man talk the truth. You ever see the people who wear this brand? Antisocial. In next time you see somebody who wear antisocial, I mean not bash nobody brand. Yeah, but in next time you see somebody who wear antisocial brand, look how they look miserable. Look how they look miserable. You have to be careful when you take on fire. You have to be careful. You have to be careful, blessed Barita. You have to be careful when you take on fire. You have to be careful when you take on fire. In the beginning was the word. There's nothing that was done in this world that did not start with the word. Alright. So, as much as one might say I have so much name card and I not go through it, right? As much as I go through everything, I'm not even look upon them. So, I tell you, I'm going to move to a subscription basis. For me left you with one more piece of gem because my job some gem, you know. Remember, I'm going to write it down. Thank you, Father. Remember, I tell you this morning, you know. Next year, I want you look back on your life and I want you thank me. Whether it was to eat healthy, whether it was to go to the gym in the world, right? He said, when you are on an exponential growth curve, whenever you pause to look back, you will feel like you are living in a special time. And I think whether you want to go on a holiday, it is not one person. Even if you go on a holiday, or you save and buy one new car, when you sit down in your new car, you feel happy because you have to save. When you go on a holiday, when you sit down on the poolside and drink your pina colada, you feel like, you know what, I'm happy because it did take something to get here. And that's the truth, all right? And as I said, Mark Twain said, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. You see that? So it must worth it. It worth it rocking with me this morning. If you ask me for the first time, blessed. All right. And there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. So you have to discipline your thoughts because a lot of us out there worry about Donald Trump. I don't want to work. Me gone left. We can't control them. You can't control the politician. You can't control your negative friend. You can't control your bad mind cousin. You can't control your bad mind sister-in-law. But you can't control yourself. And once you control yourself, you control your own happiness. Discipline your thoughts. Up top. Still. Yes, man. Yes, we in the oceans of life. Serenity. Learn these words. Let peace be still. See, as soon as I start talking loud, I now make TikTok, I shout out my throat. Because I shout out my throat. Yeah, I shout out my throat a couple of days ago and my throat still feel tired, but I tell you like. But anyway, apart from that, please have a happy new year, alright? Doesn't matter where you are in life, right? I love this book, The Seasons of Life. Whatever you are going through, it is a season, all right? Life and business is like the changing seasons, all right? Yes, and it will pass, you know? It will pass. We got the winter, the summer, the spring. Everybody loves summer, but we have to go through the other season to get to the summers, all right? The summers are the most beautiful time of year, but they are not long. They are truly not long, right? That's why when you're happy, let the happy times make you happy and let the sad times make you sad. Let life touch you, all right? And just be ready for the new year, all right? Examine your life. Sit down, take stock of your life. Don't have to throw in the towel of life. You truly don't have to throw in the towel of life. You know? Don't let nobody condemn you to the scrap heap of life, all right? And become a student of life. Learn what's to be taken serious and laugh at the rest. I think that's the first thing I've written in this book. Is it this book? When I came across that, I will tell you who's... No, that's not in that one. But it's probably in my other book. Learn what's to be taken serious and laugh at the rest. You know, your health is no laughing matter. Your happiness is no laughing matter. Your financial health and well-being. But once you learn those things, then you know you can laugh at the rest. And that's the truth about life. And that's what I can stand here and tell you today. But if you don't know what's serious from what's laughing, then yeah, David Lion King face, right? Then we don't know what and everything and anything. Just so our energy, our power is like an uncontrolled rifle, just spraying all over the place. We never have any peace, we never have any calmness in our life. But of course, right? And if you're seeing me for the first time, give thanks, right? That's what we do on this platform. We always going to recommend the books and the people and the persons that I would recommend. You don't have to, because where there is no choice, there is no freedom. And this is why I love this Bible verse. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. So whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have life, and have life more abundance, right? So God give us the ultimate free will. Because God still have some people out there say that did not happen. And they don't believe it. But that's the beauty of free will. And you should be free to live your life and get the result. But what you should not want to do is to blame people for the result you're getting and want the result that you think you should be getting from the work that you're not doing. All right? Result follows work. As you sow, so shall you reap. All right? And if you sow a little bit, then you reap a little bit. If you plant a lot, you reap a lot. All right? And then that's just the laws of sowing and reaping. And that's in the Bible. That's one of the biblical principles that will be in my book. God is my strength. How are you doing? That's one of the biblical principles that will be in my book. All right? Because as I said, I was inspired to write the book, the 24 laws of the Bible. And that's one of them. The laws of sowing and reaping. Too many people want to reap and don't want to sow. All right, it requires times, it requires sacrifice, it requires patience. All right, you're going to have to sow the seed. You have to you have to clear the land. So sometimes you have to go clear out your mind, because a lot of us have the mindset of the what you call order, right? Like, I don't know that my accent limited, so order, right? You know, people will keep on to a lot of garbage, right? Sometimes you might see this TV program where they show you, right? Our mental mind is no different. Right? Even look in your life sometimes, right? Sometimes a lot of us have clothes on top of clothes at Rasta camp. Right? We are order, right? Order, right? We just keep. So sometimes we need to clear our mind. Check what we believe in. Is it still relevant? Right? Is it still relevant? What am I believing today? We have to have a mind that's open to anything but attached to nothing. Right? Clear our mind. That's you start to prepare your mind for new seeds to be planted in your mind. Clear it. Once you plant it, read it. Right? Barrington, you sound like you just a rhyme or some things, you know what I mean? Anyway, big up yourself, right? Big up yourself. Me not understand where you're over this, you know. Me not understand where you're over this. But anyway, I go wrap it up. We are gonna wrap it up, you know, right? We feel like we've been working for a minute. This one person, we give her a shout out. It's a Barrington. That's not you. What's that? There's a next person watching for a minute now. Appreciate your audience, right? Appreciate the audience, and just keep following. We're going to always keep on putting up the content that we feel that can make a difference and an impact in your life. Have a happy new year when it comes, all right? And all the best to the year. God is my strength. How are you doing? I love the thing you post up this morning. I know you're always posting about God, the creator, the everlasting source, you know. We're about to wrap it up. And I hope God is my strength. I hope you have a good year. A good year ahead, right? We wish you nothing but prosperity and health, you know, peace in the palace, right? Blessed, all right? Blessed Barrington. Have a blessed day. Prosperity.